Alrighty guys, welcome back to Star Wars Review. Today I'm reviewing The High Republic Tales of Enlightenment, The Unusual Suspect, which was written by George Mann and was released on February 7th, 2023 in the 216th issue of Star Wars Insider, which I thought was a solid, short story, a lot like the other High Republic short stories. Solid side content, but nothing super crazy, which this one takes place during the audio drama, The Battle of Jeddah, or, at least the first act of the audio drama, as there is a event in this short story which happens in the first act of The Battle of Jeddah. But in this story, like the previous ones, takes place in the bar named Enlightenment. And in this one, we see the one patron, Parali, waiting around for Keth Sarapath, who was the character we followed in the other Tales of Enlightenment short stories, and does have a big role in the Battle of Jeddah audio drama. But Parali wants to ask Keth a question, but he isn't there at the bar because he's helping with the peace treaty between Irem and Erno. But another patron, Muna, answers the question for him, as Parali is suspicious of this hooded man in the bar, which Muna tells him that they're just a member of the Brotherhood of the Ninth Door, who's a Force dark side group on Jeddah, which Parali is kind of worried about them, and definitely with the dark side part of, the Brotherhood of the Ninth Door. But sometime later, a group of gangsters comes into the bar, looking for Kradon, the bar's owner, which the story doesn't really get too much into what these gangsters are truly up to. They just have some issue with Kradon, and seems like Kradon promised them something, but because Kradon doesn't have it, they're not going to take any valuables from any of the patrons. But during this, we see Parali and Muna kind of hide away behind like a table or something, I forget what it was. But then, that Brotherhood of the Ninth Door member gets their attention and gets them to sneak away into the back storage room, which there he introduces himself as Minduku, which at first Parali and Muna don't realize what he's fully up to and think he either just found them a better hiding spot or that he wants them to pay him for protection. But his true intentions are to save the bar and take out the gangsters, which involves a barrel of ale in the back storage room, which we then see Parali and Muna taking the barrel out and taking it to the counter, creating a trail of alcohol or ale or whatever along the feet of the gangsters. And they make it like they didn't know what was going off the gangsters, and we're just bringing the barrel out to the counter for Kradon. But during this, we see Minduku kind of come out, and he kind of, camouflages himself as one of the gangsters, and he then grabs his electro staff and then shocks the trail of ale, which then shocks and takes out all of the gangsters at once, which Kradon and the patrons thank Minduku for saving them. But afterwards, Parali asks Minduku, how he did it with the camouflaging and whatnot, which Minduku explains that he can control the way people see him, which makes Parali wonder why he didn't just use that power to walk away and escape, making him realize that Minduku just wanted to save people, even if he had nothing to gain. And that earlier, he probably shouldn't have just judged him before he even knew who he was. But Minduku leaves, and the others start cleaning the place up when they feel the rumbling of an explosion, which they head outside and see that the second spire is on fire, which is where the peace treaty for Irem and Erno was being held, which we see this event in the Battle of Jeddah audio drama. But the story ends with Cradon telling himself that, he doesn't like the look of this. But like I said, it was a solid story. Obviously the central message of, not to judge, a book by its cover. And with that, we see a side of the Brotherhood of the Ninth Door we didn't see in the Battle of Jeddah audio drama, as they are kind of bad guys in that story. And one of them does kill Keth Sarapath in that story, so I do wonder how Perali would feel about them later on. But the story, I don't think it really adds that much to the bigger High Republic picture. So, I thought it was like most of the other short stories from Phase 1 and Phase 2 and whatnot. So, yeah, but my grade, I'll give it a C+. So, yeah, but that'll be it for this one. My next High Republic review will be, I think, issue 5 of the Marvel Phase 2 series. So you can check that one out then. But in the meantime, check out all my other Phase 2 and Phase 1 videos and everything else I do. I've been Star Wars Review, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.